Hey guys, it's about that time for me to do an update on my B6 Slim. Actually, I don't think technically I've done a walkthrough of this particular size, although I've done a walkthrough of this layout, I think you can say. I'm not exactly sure. The last one I did was of my personal in the same leather. It was a different variation, but it was the same creme leather from Chic Sparrow. But I'm once again, I think that was about a year ago, and I'm once again contemplating moving on to something different. I still love this. I'm absolutely crazy about it. This is so me, but you know, it's just that planner itch. It's like, are you ever gonna have planner peace? I don't know. Or is that just a part of loving this whole world, is that you have the possibilities of changing it nonstop. So I'm going to show you guys this so that, you know, I'm already starting to buy some stuff for my next idea. So once I'm ready to go forward with that idea, I don't want to be held up because I haven't shown you this one yet. So now this is the creme leather, like I said, in the chocolate color from Chic Sparrow. And I think it's been about a year since I've been using this. It's been a long time since my last video. Hopefully it won't go that long again. But this has been through the ringer. I mean, it's had, I'm not delicate with my planners at all. But this one has been through so much. In fact, recently I had one of my dogs spill coffee in my bag all over this planner. And it just sat there. I didn't even know about it. So, I mean, this thing got saturated, and there's still some visible remnants of that. I don't know if you can see it, but it's kind of dark. But I rolled most of it out, so it's just been beat up. So this is not, like, I wouldn't say not well taken care of, but this is not treated gently by any means. So, getting right in, I still have the same charms I think that I always had, if I'm not mistaken. Just give you a quick little view of those. Most of them are from Michael's. The only thing I've done differently to them is, rather than just clipped in, I've actually, you'll see when I get into it, I've actually punched holes so that they stay more secure. And then I've got my page marker down here, which was just a gift from someone that I ordered something from. I'm not sure who that was. You know, I'm not gonna try to painstakingly name every single thing and where it came from like I have in previous videos. But if you have a question about something, just drop a comment and I'll be happy to let you know where I got it or figure out where I got it, whatever it may be. So same old. I just keep a bunch of random notes and scraps. I'm not gonna pull everything out, but it's just note paper, it's some spare checks, it's magazine clippings. And then in this one is just a bunch of different Post-its, some spare photos of my son, business cards and whatnot. And I think since the last one, I started putting my license up here in this front sleeve, as well as more photos and cards, gift cards, random cards, things like that. I don't try to keep this. In fact, I decided to kind of show you as is, as opposed to going through and trying to pretty it up. I mean, I did take out a couple of large overbearing items that were just crammed in just so that you could see it. But otherwise, I was like, you know what? I'm just going to show as is in completely rugged mode the way I carry it around. And this is my life, you know. I joke that I notice this has gone missing before I notice my actual phone has gone missing, because this is so pertinent to my everyday needs. Not that my phone's not, but I'm just obsessed with this. So since the last video, I think I had a calendar in here that was a monthly view, and I said I was going to make space. I was going to get rid of that, and I was going to make space for a different booklet, which I have done. And it's worked well for me for the most part, although I'm already ready to make changes to it since you last heard from me. So in this front section here, it's not actually a calendar anymore. This is that habit tracker that I had previously mentioned in my video. and it has replaced the entire front booklet. Now this dashboard is a Chic Sparrow dashboard and my own scrapbook paper on the notebooks, but I probably should have remembered what, I'll make a note of what shop this is from because I should give credit to that since this is a new tracker. But this is the layout, and it is a printed, so they mail it to you, and I can't remember the name of the shop at the moment, but I will make a note of it. So you can see I got coffee. There's where the coffee spilled. It's all in the spines of all of these. But this is my tracker. This is what I used. It doesn't come with this cover. And so since this is in the front, I still put all my Post-its for things I need to remember first and foremost right here. And then when I'm done, they all accumulate over here. So there's just a ton going on here. And this isn't a part of the, this is not a part of the tracker booklet, but it's a separate printout. And I use my page marker here. You know, I'm not sure if, you know what, this is okay. This is my most recent. I really got away from the tracking. I really did. Just not that I'm not into it. I'm very into tracking, but I had a lot go on this year. I got into an accident that put me out for several months, and I moved, and just things have been so crazy. I've gotten away from a lot of my maintenance in here, but I'm definitely needing to get back into it. So I'm still gonna stick to the tracking. I'm gonna maybe try to condense this book a little bit more because it is pretty thick. And maybe I can just do 6 months at a time or so, because this guy's fat, and I like a healthy planner, but I don't like, you know, a fat planner. I want it to be comfortable, and this is getting to a point where it's actually almost uncomfortable to carry around. I mean, my hand's pretty strained, so I know that sounds silly, but I guess my little hands can be delicate sometimes. But and I've tracked various things, and you know, you can see there's times I just gave up like halfway through the month. I mean, that was because I got into the accident, and just literally it just felt like this thing didn't exist anymore. This is the bookmark I've always kept in here, and it has a little punched hole so that I can put that charm in it. And I either just scribble the stuff, the tracker in, or I use a midliner highlighter, like so. So that's it, not a whole lot here. In the back of that dashboard, I have photos of my son. Next, and this is another one I think I need to make sure that I link below, because I did not prepare ahead of time and remember these shops, but this I did get from an Etsy shop as well, this folder here. However, I laminated it myself. And again, this I always have a folder that houses my receipts, and this is fat right now, but this is a great little folder. It's got multiple pockets, and I highlighted it and then just X-Acto knifed around the edge, so it's not laminated. Did I say highlighted? If I did, I'm sorry, I meant laminated. But it's not laminated back here because I just cut it open, and that doesn't bother me. So if you get a paper folder, or if you accidentally, I don't know, make your folder and then forget that you meant to laminate it, whatever, you can still laminate it after, and it works really well. This is also something I'm going to be changing out though, because I actually don't need these multiple folders, as cute as they are. And then this is just some extra paper I've kept in here that it's just scratch paper basically. And over here I keep stamps and other extra scraps and whatnot, and some Post-its. And then affirmation cards. So a lot going on here, more paper clips punched in with the little charms. On the back of this, I have my Foxy Fix adhesive card sleeve that holds my main card, just because I always keep that main card separate. And then I have this, I think this is also new since the last time I did an update. This I believe is from Amazon, this sleeve here. Another one I'll check on, that's number 3 I will check on and make sure I put below, because this guy's great. And I do believe it was meant to be for a B6 slim, or I don't even know if they called it that, but it's a little long, and it is actually tearing up because it is a little too long, and my strings are cutting into it, but I think I will just get another one because I really like this. I'm not sure if I'm debating on doing something different with my cards, but the reason I love it so much is because it holds 3 cards. And to be fair, it actually holds more than 3 cards because if you can see, these are falling and there's already, let's see, 1, 2, 3 not so bulky because they're just insurance cards, but there's already 3 in there and they're still sliding out. So really you could get this and hold multiple cards in it. I just don't want to bulk it up that much because I really don't like the unnecessary bulk. So I just put photos on the back. So it's also like a photo sleeve, but it also holds cards. Now this does start to tear as well over time, especially the more you use it, this little plastic. But I still really love the concept. There are a lot of card sleeves out there, not even just for planners, but the kinds that you can get for certain kind of wallets that work really well in planners. But most of them have that zip pouch. The reason I love this one so much is because it has this full side pouch here, which is what I wanted for cash. And the only size I could find this in was for the B6 or B6 Slim. So I was really bummed because when I finally found it was my dream pouch and it wouldn't fit. I think I was using the Personal at the time. So I was so happy to find this. So even though it's tearing up, it's been a year, so I'm not really gonna stress about it. I think it was less than $10. So I still recommend it and I will link it. So that's just put behind this notebook. And I keep my cash in here and I have a journaling card back here so you can see through it. It's a little message. And this is my main notebook, still with the same list style. There's a lot of photos of this on my Instagram. And I'm about done with this book. And I still do the same thing, just my Saturday list, which is just, you know, weekend stuff, shopping list, grocery list, random notes, wish list. I mean, it just goes and goes. There's no structure, and I stick to one list at a time, fill up a page, go to the very next page, you know, so these are just, well, I only have a couple of blanks left, but, and then this was just stuff that I kept in the back. So I love that system because it's really simple. Now, like I had said in the last video, up here I had my monthly overview calendar, booklet, planner, whatever, and I replaced it with the tracker. Well, I had to have a way to keep my dated items down, but I didn't want to take up a lot of room. Excuse me. So I went to the system of a full year printout with a perpetual style. And I guess this is number 4. I should probably link who I got this from because this thing is amazing. Actually, you know what? I know where I got this from. This is a Franklin Covey. And I do believe I got it on Etsy. Yes, I did. I got it on Etsy, Franklin Covey. Maybe I'll put some more specifics as to what it's called, you know, exactly, but it is definitely Franklin Covey and it is downloadable from Etsy. So I downloaded the PDF and then I printed it myself, and it's 2 printout pages, front and back. And so I taped it so that it starts literally here in January, and then I taped this side together, or I just taped one sheet to the other, so it just continued January to June, and then to get to the other side, you got July through December. And this gets busy, but it works. Now you can get too busy, but then you just throw a Post-it, so it's still fine. And I am going to use this system again. I've already downloaded 2019, so I really like that. And look, I mean, come on. That's nothing. That doesn't take up any space. I still have the Target dollar spot label, adhesive label pocket here that holds washi that I don't even use anymore. This is not my favorite washi anymore. In fact, I have my favorite washi next to me that I need to make a new sleeve out of. In this box. So I just need to make something different with some of these instead, because these are now my current favorites. And in my I think I'm using all the same paper. In my previous videos, I talk about where I got this scrapbook paper. And then last but not least, my booklet back here is in another Chic Sparrow dashboard. And I'm not going to go into this because it's more private, but it's sort of like a quick little journal that I started incorporating into my everyday carry. And that can get bulky, and I have contemplated getting rid of it, but it's nice to have motivational messages at my fingertips from myself, or if I'm reading, or if I see a quote, or if I hear something inspiring. It's nice to have it right here, ready to jot down, and just, it's really helped me on a, you know, all this is go, 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 to do. This is stuff that has to be done. This is very mental stuff, but I needed a little bit of my emotional, spiritual practice in here as well. So it's really nice to make sure that that's incorporated, even though sometimes I do just want to take it out and say, no, it's not the most practical thing to carry around. But, you know, and I put affirmations and just anything, ideas of how to be happier. I mean, ideas, things that make me feel good, things I think of that will make someone I love feel good. I just jot it down in here. So this is all just, you know, it's not necessary. It just helps me. So this also, not the most ideal place for this. In fact, it's barely even tucked in. But this is where I put my my finance tracker that you guys have seen in previous videos. It's got coffee all over it. You can kind of see some of it right here. And then just another photo of my son. And that's pretty much it. So back here I just have cash, notes, photos, business cards, an extra gift card for my son that I've been holding on to, and then of course, as always, my Pilot G2 and the limited edition metal barrel that will always be with me, maybe even 4 of them. And I just rolled out a big stain that was still here from the coffee. You can even see it here probably. Oh, it just saturated it. But the good thing about this leather is you can pretty much, I haven't done it yet, you could just take all the notebooks out and roll it, and it really just kind of starts to pull away and just disappear. So it's like it absorbs it. So there you have it. That's everything. And again, if you have questions, or if I skim through something too fast, or if you want to know where I got it, just let me know. I'm happy to answer. Next time, hopefully I won't take so long this time, and life will be a little bit more steady for me, and I can get in here and do another update on what my next everyday carry looks like, or maybe a journal or a work binder one. But we'll see, and let me know if you have any particular requests or something you want to see more of. Thank you for watching. I appreciate it, guys. Have a good one.